Cuphead is widely known as an intense and difficult game, and its recently released DLC is no different. I went for the 100% trophy completion in this video, and these two trophies here were no joke. Cuphead's DLC introduced a new character, Miss Chalice. She's unique because she can double jump, dash parry, and invincible roll. I started taking on these new bosses and had some trouble at first, until I learned the boss and changed up my weapons a bit. The weapon is great for this boss, just bouncing off the wall. I don't like ever miss. First two trophies to get were to simply defeat a boss with a new weapon and using Miss Chalice. Perfect, the latest sensation. First trophy of the DLC. Let's go. Oh, two trophies, let's go. Defeat a boss with Miss Chalice. The other one was for using one of the new weapons. And we also got A rank, which you need on all the bosses anyway, so this is nice. Next up was to simply complete every boss on regular. This boss didn't specifically give me a trophy. It's just one that I was having some trouble with, and honestly, it's just a cool design, so shout out to the devs for this one. I played most of the DLC on stream, and this was the final boss on regular, which gave us another trophy. Beating the DLC on regular really isn't too bad, it's the trophies to come later that gave me some trouble. Next up, it was time to complete the King's Leap. This is a series of bosses you have to fight simply by parrying, and you get this trophy from completing each boss individually. After that, you take on the King's Gauntlet for another trophy, which means basically you take on every boss again, one after another. Is it just with 3 health I'm gonna have to do, or 2 health now I have to do it? If I get my health back, this is not bad. Bro, I keep getting hit. It's the new mechanics of this. The bosses here are based on chess pieces, and these pawns are simple. You can parry anything pink in Cuphead, so that's what you see me doing here. I just need that one to jump down. The next boss is this knight right here, who is actually really predictable with his moves. Of course, I got hit several times though. I hit again. Oh no. I did end up beating him, I just had to focus. Oh no! I can't, alright, so I have to hit him 17 more times and I can't get hit. I'm gonna be very careful.
A few moments later.
For the bishop, we have to unlight all the lit candles before we can hurt him. This fight is unique because something strange pops up when we get hurt. Told you it was strange, didn't I? It's the percentage of viewers not yet subscribed. If you're enjoying the video so far, you know how the line goes. Okay, in all seriousness, you just have to touch the candle to unlight it, and on his last phase, every candle is lit up. Back up. There you go. The next chess piece was the Rook, and I personally think he's a really cool boss fight. He's sharpening his menacing axe here, which makes sparks fly at you and hurt you. That part makes sense, but I'm not sure why floating heads and skulls come out of the axe. Maybe it's possessed, I don't know. A cool boss fight nonetheless, because it's fun double jumping into a parry, into another jump, into another parry, and so on until the knockout. Okay. Nice, that was not bad. I think I can do this. The queen isn't too bad. Oh, I say that and I forgot about the pawns again. Of course I got hit immediately. But back to the queen again, we just have to wait for the cannons to line up and then parry them to fire at her. She sends a stack of pawns at us and we just have to parry them. Pretty simple, honestly. And she's the last boss here for another trophy. That would have been a fun trophy to go for. That was not hard. I think the knight is the hardest one. The queen isn't too bad, gets hit immediately after. Hey, listen, I got it. Here's my trophy. King's Admiration. Nice. Defeat the King's Gauntlet. We're 90% done. Up next is the secret boss. You get this by solving a quick puzzle in this graveyard, and you're put into a nightmare with an angel and devil. Pretty simple fight after you figure out how it works, and it's a quick trophy. Next, I went back and fought some bosses again on regular difficulty to get A rank. I had to fight this dumb cow boss again before fighting the final boss again, the Saltbaker, for my final A rank. I didn't realize I was muted, but this is probably what I said. Ranger, obtain an A rank or higher on all bosses in Inkwell IL4. Nice. The next trophy was one of the 2 most difficult and painstaking trophies of the entire game, and that was to get a single S rank on any DLC boss. To get an S rank, you need to win under 2 minutes, not get hit, and use 6 specials or supers. I was not prepared for how difficult this one would be. I tried several bosses on stream before settling on the giant here, but as you can see, I kept dying on the second phase. I couldn't even make it to the third phase. Since Miss Chalice has 4 health, you can actually get hit once, but you still can't go below 3 HP, which is what kept on happening in this phase. So I swallowed my pride and did the logical thing, as you can see, and switched bosses. This armadillo,
what?
Oh wait, Anteater I think, or whatever he is, was a lot easier and ended up getting S rank in 2 attempts. My mic was still muted, so I was probably saying something like, yes, cooked to perfection. That was by far the easiest boss. And then I couldn't really read my lips here, but basically that boss is definitely the one to get S rank on, trust me. From there were a couple of easier trophies, starting with this one where we have to defeat a boss without killing any minions. I went to the weird cow lady again, and she only has one minion, which is this flying guy. He's easy to avoid on simple, so we beat the boss pretty swiftly for our next trophy. Somehow, and I want to emphasize that I don't know how this happened, but I had not gotten this trophy yet by this point. We simply had to defeat a boss using one of Miss Chalice's new super arts, which is a special move you build up after saving 5 EX move cards. I went to the giant again to pay him back for my previous heartache and stress for this easy trophy. We were then tasked with revisiting some of our old friends on the original islands of Cuphead. This trophy was for defeating 10 unique bosses. Emphasis on unique because it can't be the same boss 10 times. I made sure my 10th boss was the little slime guy just because it reminds me of this guy, and we were on our way to the next trophy. Okay, so to start this achievement, we are going to equip Twin Heart here, which gives us 2 extra hit points. Next, we're going to activate a secret, which if we spin counterclockwise here, we activate the genie, the same genie that gave me some trouble earlier in the game in my last video. And he'll grant us a wish, which is just going to be extra HP. From there, we're going to go into this boss. And there we go, Hardy. Have 9 HP at one time. Very easy to do, honestly, and pretty cool trophy if I do say so myself. Okay, so it's time for our cursed relic run. This is a cursed relic right here, and as you guys can see, it says Burden's Host. What that means is we're gonna have a different gun every time we shoot, and we start with 1 HP. After every boss, we're gonna keep an eye on this eye right here. It's gonna open up a little more, and it's gonna add eyelashes, and that's how we know we're getting closer to our goal. We also have these purple clouds behind us. That means we have the cursed relic on. The cool thing is if we hold the fire button, we just keep the same weapon. It's only when I dodge or if I just let go of fire. Bro, I was so close. All right, we're back at it. I have a different weapon this time. I did find out that if you use the genie, you start with 2 HP, so this makes this a lot easier. Okay, so that's our first boss. And that's our second boss. All right, with 2 bosses down, this is what the cursed relic now looks like. As you guys can see, there are 2 eyelashes so far. Really, bro? I panicked. I should have used my super. Should use my super again. There we go, man. I used my super this time. There we go. I just have to focus up. Okay, there we go, Paladin. That's the last trophy. Obtain great power. You guys can see right there, 100%. And now we have the divine relic. The color changed, the eye is wide open, and we get a ton of new effects with this relic. If you guys did enjoy this video, I'd really appreciate it if you did subscribe so you don't miss out on new content. There's been a ton of love shown so far on the channel. I really can't say I appreciate it enough. And if you want to see another video like this one, click on the screen here.